Never let women know these three things in your life and you are in a relationship with, and both of you are having fun, or maybe, who knows, right? Merry Christmas. Today it's on date 25th deck. It's on a Christmas day. I'm shooting this. Let's first understand things that you should never share with the women. You should never tell women that you're dating. The first thing, your emotions. Most of you say, when I feel this way, I go talk to my wife, to my girlfriend, right? And maybe that solves your problem. Does it really? Or is she in control of you? Because every time you feel in a certain way, you have to run to her. And she's helping you cope up with your feelings. That is what you're telling yourself. Are you sure of that? Okay. That is your own way of dealing with the emotions. What if when she leaves, she decides today the relationship that we have, it's not working, and I'm not going to have an intimate relationship with you, and I'm ending this right now, I'm quitting. Because you are entirely dependent on her for your emotional wellness. And you often say, I talk to her, no. You are dependent on her fully. And this is why we make a lot of mistakes. Now, the first thing, emotions. When I talk about emotions now, you tell your emotions to a lady through words. I communicate with you, Isaac. You tell me something, I respond, I listen. That is the ear, right? Second, reacting. We communicate, we do a certain thing, then you overreact. I overreact, you overreact. I gauge you, then I test you in a certain way, you overreact. That it's also under emotion, right? Third, it's your frequency, your vibration. I cannot tell who you are or the emotions that are influencing you to do a certain thing, but I can tell your frequency because it's a negative energy and it affects the state of energy that I am in as Hannah. So for example, Isaac, for you, we are in a relationship, right? Then I meet with you on a highway. I am used to a specific energy from you. If it's a flat energy, I am used to that. If it is an excitement energy, I am used to that. If it's an energy of a specific measurement that I have measured in my own illusions, I feel that energy. But when I meet with you on the highway and you are not in that energy, you are not in that state of being, I can easily tell that you are in a different state of being, either happier or sad, which equals to a different vibration, a different frequency. Now, your emotions is more of someone else trying to mess with your reality. We all know that because emotions is a recharging language to a subconscious mind, right? We know that. Now, your emotions, it's easier for you to be in a negative frequency, and you can have a wrong intuition when you are in a negative frequency because you can easily overreact even when things aren't the way you seem to see them. Now, why wouldn't you tell a woman at this very moment, Isaac, when you are listening to this, you are experiencing a specific level of universe that exists in these universes. In this moment listening to me, there is a feeling that exists in you because that feeling you are choosing to experience it. How are you choosing to experience that feeling in the universe? Because you are the universe. Now, you are the universe, for you create your own reality. And the intelligence that you are looking for, it's the what is without your definition of reality, but what you see without analyzation and without trying to understand it through your experiences. For I see a lady, so she is attractive because I am using my experience. That is not intelligence. That is conflicted division. Now, Isaac, at this time, this is your present, okay? You have a mountain to climb to either become the future Isaac, and you have to climb this mountain, okay, to reach the future Isaac. Or you can decide to climb this mountain to reach the future Isaac. This future Isaac or this future Isaac is the only rescue to your present Isaac. In your present, either dating women, smashing them, just having fun, working, okay, learning, gaining knowledge, having some more experience. This is the one fact. You can never know which mountain to choose. So in your present time, you will have to climb mountain A so that you can test the waters, and then climb mountain B. After testing the waters, you will use the experiences and the lessons to decide which among these will you be. Will you be Isaac 1 or will you be Isaac 2? But you must experience both these, A and B. Why? Most of the time, when you are programming yourself, because you are learning, you are experiencing, your thought is always controlling you not to rely only on knowledge, but to also experience, because you are being influenced by the thought, because the thought is telling you that you know about it, but you are not sure. You need to feel the feelings, which is naivety. You can choose to end up with cynicism. Okay? This is the Isaac that you will choose. But you can again decide to go beyond cynicism and be at peace, whereby you know the right and the wrong, but it's beyond because you have more knowledge. How the women that you thought are maybe sexy, attractive, it was just all an illusion. And you can know that this is all an illusion only if you went beyond cynicism and to have more knowledge. And you decide you want to choose this side, but decide, I can still end up sleeping around with multiple women because that will help me heal my soul, because that is how you will operate. So I'm doing this to heal my soul so that I cannot emotionally get attached to women. Remember, you are doing this because that is your belief, and that is what will happen because that is the coping mechanism that will be built in. Again, at this time, you chose this because you are becoming an object that women can rely on. Now, you build yourself as an object to serve women, and these are the spirits that you will have in your body. And because you lack an emotional attachment, because you can't get attached to them, this is your coping mechanism. At this very moment, you haven't really dealt with your own scars. You will have more fear, more anxieties. You will never be contented. Again, but you cannot, what? You cannot get attached to women emotionally. So you can consistently act right when around women. Again, you can consistently act right, and acting right is ignoring women, walking away after smashing them, just sleeping with them, then not creating a relationship. So this attracts the right women for you. The right women are the women who want a guy who can just hang around with them. So it attracts, because it is an energy in motion, it attracts the women who are seeking the same thing. But when you are alone, you become more weak, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. And you can never understand yourself, and you will end up thinking something is wrong with you, and the only way you can survive is to start applying games, because the games will trap some women, but it doesn't trap women. It just attracts the energy that wants your same energy. After going all through these mountains, make sure that all this doesn't define your reality. It just gives you experience and knowledge. So I am feeling this way. I am disappointed. When I operate on that energy, I am operating on a specific universe, because this lens of reality, I chose to operate on it, either consciously, subconsciously, but it is a vibrational energy that exists in me, which is the negative energy. Okay. Now that I am in this negative energy, even my state of acting and responding, it has changed, and anyone can identify that energy towards me. We all communicate to other people depending on who we are. When you are weak, you are communicating to the other weak lady. If she's weak emotionally, she can easily pick your energy. She can easily interact with you, and she can easily gauge that right now Isaac is not happy, and I can create a happiness, an excitement moment for him to experience. But this is a long-term investment. I am investing in you, Isaac, because creating an excitement emotion, I am accessing your subconscious mind, which is the definition of your reality, because that is your desired reality. When you feel bad, you feel disappointed, and you are acting in a certain way. Now, the weaker lady knows that maybe she's not weak, and that is just my illusion. But she can easily notice your energy, because your energy and her energy are colliding. You communicate directly, indirectly to the other person, depending on who you are and depending on who they are. That is not who you are, but the state that you are in at that very moment communicates who you are, even when who you are is not entirely who you are, but that is just the feelings that exist in you. So we know that. Now that Hannah is in this state and she knows, she's aware that Isaac, it's easier to tell, because negativity, pain, suffering, disappointments, anything to deal with anger, it's easier for another human being to identify and see it's a threat to someone's survival. So it's easier for another human being to identify that in you. So when you are feeling sad, disappointed, and you are acting on that energy, you are communicating and you are telling the women how you are feeling. Now, at this very moment, when Hannah is in that state and she can identify that, depending on who she is, what she has been admiring from you, what she wants from you long term, not only even Hannah, even other people, even your friends, the value that exists in you, this is the right time for me to exploit you. Hannah will now come with a positive vibe, an excitement, to cause more excitement in your life, so that you can at least feel some happiness in your life. And at this very moment, because you want to feel the happiness and not be in a state of being and accepting the what is as the feeling that exists and the energy that exists, that I needed to experience for me to know that this feeling and this part of the consciousness existed in real life, I decide I don't want to experience this because I am in a flight and fight mode. Hannah is around. At least she can give me the excitement. At that very moment, you find yourself engaging with Hannah. And then you like her, but you just like that energy that is around you, because you are going through a lot of challenges and you don't want to deal with the feeling that exists in that challenge. And the feeling that exists in that challenge, you need to experience it for you to be aware that that feeling and that consciousness exists. So now that you think that Hannah is the lady who can be there for you and she can be there emotionally, now you are entirely depending on Hannah, but you don't know that. You think maybe she can just be there tomorrow, today, and then the next day, right? At this very moment, Hannah has already figured out a way to access your subconscious mind. That is your only way of operating on reality. Now she has become part of your memory. And every time you feel bad, you feel disappointed, you feel in a certain way, you feel like you want to do things in a certain way, and maybe you are a solo, what are you going to do to rely on her memory? What is the memory? The feelings that she inserted, because it is a recharging factor to your subconscious mind. Now it's part of the feeling. Now that it exists in your memory, that excitement, you need it. Either maybe it's pleasure, right? She is just a side chick. You want some excitement from her presence, right? Now that she is available and she has been available consistently, now you are a slave to Hannah. And you think maybe you have a relationship? No. Or maybe she knows her place? No. It's more of I am getting something in return, because you are a slave to me as Hannah. Now at this very moment, she is controlling your reality. You think that you must have a lady in your life for you to deal with your own emotions. You must have someone. No. The fact is, some emotions exist because other human beings exist. And some emotions again exist because we create them to exist. And some emotions and consciousness, we experience them because sometimes we just create them. We imagine illusions, we imagine things, then we create them, then we experience that consciousness because we are always wanting to experience something. Then we realize this consciousness actually exists. And then we apply the consciousness in the wrong state of being. Like pleasure. Now that I feel sad, I feel this way, I can use pleasure to get rid of all these things that I am feeling. It only postpones. Or it can become part of your habit in your life. And now you are receiving the spirits of different types of women to create a different personality in you, which totally kills your own spirit and destroys your own spirit. And it moves you to a different universe. And the universe that you have been experiencing consistently, it dies. And now going to this different types of universe, you think that this is the universe that exists and you can only survive because this universe needs a lot of women to be around you, so that when you gain something, when you go through stress, you can run to a certain lady for help, no? I know you don't, I'm very sure you won't like this. Now, your one question will be, okay, You talk about dealing with stress without women, not telling women about our emotions. How am I supposed to deal with the emotions? Now, that emotion, again, don't label it. You need to look for a healthy way or a healthy belief and then inject it in your subconscious mind and then practice it again and again. Let it be healthy. It's an idea. I'm not sure if it will work on you. It works on some people, on some of my friends. You come up with a belief, you come up with an idea that is healthy and it's a fact. It's healthy and it's a fact. And then you inject it in your subconscious mind by doing it consciously, consistently. Now that it becomes part of your pattern, now you are aware that you can rely on this belief. For example, when I am going through a specific emotion, I must be aware that this emotion exists because it's part of the consciousness that exists. So that is not an idea, but it is a fact. But the idea is I need to accept the feelings that I am experiencing right now. And if it's too hard for me, exercising might help me to deal with it. Now, exercising isn't entirely the way to go about it 100%, but it's a healthy way to inject that idea in your subconscious mind by consciously practicing that idea, because it will help. It has helped multiple people, right? And it has worked for them. So before you introduce another idea, you can at least use that idea to deal with your own emotions, your own stress, and other things, because you are doing what? You are trying to cleanse yourself and cleanse that bad energy away slowly. Like, it's a healthy idea and it's a healthy belief of, I know this consciousness and feelings exist, we just needed to experience them, which now creates a mental fortitude that you will be relying on, and consistently you will be creating a human being who is stronger than you, and that person is the guy who will save you from you, because that person doesn't exist. That person will only exist when you start doing certain things for you. For that person will save you from this person, the things you need to rely on multiple women. Okay? You don't need to rely on multiple women to deal with your own stress. If that has been your whole understanding of reality, it doesn't work like that. Like sometimes, for example, sometimes I go through a lot. No, let me not share that. No, my friend, no. Anything you share can and will be used against you in the court of law, and the court of law is reality, or maybe, I don't know, just feel like this is the one fact. A universe manifests. The universe that you are experiencing right now, at this very moment, it manifests in a magnitude. And that is the universe you will consistently be experiencing. That is just a fact. When you feel sad, the universe will allow you to feel sad consistently. Because that is the universe you have chosen to experience. Today you do a certain thing, then it goes in the wrong side, and then you feel bad, you feel disappointed, you feel sad, and then you tell yourself, my day has started in a bad mood, right? And then on the highway, because you have a bad energy, and then your car gets a puncture. Again, I knew it is a bad day. Now you are heightening that bad energy, that vibrational energy. And now, in turn again, you meet with your ex. She's married with 5 kids. And that is just what is. But because your day started in a negative way, you see your ex with 5 kids. The bad day again. My ex. I knew it. That is why my day. Like, everything will make sense to you once you use that lens. But once you tell yourself, this is a wake-up call, just to pay more attention, and it's okay. It's just what is more of experiencing a different lens of reality. When you meet with your ex in town, you will tell yourself, I'm happy I never married her. Okay? I knew she wasn't my type. I knew we were never meant to be. That will be your whole conclusion. And when your car will get a puncture, this is what you tell yourself. I'm lucky it got a puncture when I haven't reached in town yet. Like, your reasoning will be totally different because you are getting rid of that negative vibrational energy. And the universe that you will experience, it will be totally different to this universe. And this universe creates what? A very flat vibrational energy that is more balanced. But this universe creates what? An agitative energy, a negative energy, okay? And then sadness consistently, anger consistently, and then anxieties, and then depression. Like, that is how you are creating your own universe. It's just all in your subconscious mind because of how you are defining everything that happens. It's just what is, it's just what exists, is how you will define it. Your ex texted you. That is just what happens when someone walks away because you're not talking to them. They will text you. That is just what is. It has nothing to do with she wants a serious relationship. Even when she wants a serious relationship, you already made peace with that. That is your past. And if you genuinely wanted to work, you would genuinely again go for it and learn again, maybe. Now, for us women, for Hannah, she just needs your thoughts for her to actively understand and evaluate your way of operation, and then fill in the gaps with her past experiences just to make everything make sense, and she's going to be wrong again. Your thoughts are just illusions. Her thoughts are just illusions. Intelligence will instantly cease. Again, intelligence will instantly cease once you observe something and then you start to analyze it so that it can make sense. The what is just what is. Her reaction is just her reaction, and it's just about her. But once you start to analyze her reaction in a certain way, now you are giving her thoughts. But these thoughts are just illusions in your head. And now that you are giving her thoughts, now her thoughts will start thinking about your thoughts. And thoughts that are in you and thoughts that are in Hannah are just illusions. Now she wants her illusions to make sense, but she is using her past memories to make her present illusions make sense. So she is using your thoughts to fill in the gaps, just to make it make sense, because it has to make sense. And she's wrong because it's again just an illusion. But she doesn't know that it's wrong. It's more of how she feels about it. And now that it's more of how she feels about it, she will continuously act in a certain way to get a reaction from you or get a thought from you so that she can justify her thoughts about you. I know you will ask me, so I shouldn't speak my mind? State what is without explaining yourself so much. I did this because of this, and this, and I never had to do this because again this happened, and now that because it happened, I'm like, okay, she is reading your thought, and it's not her, it's her thought. Because when she does this, she is slowly analyzing and scrutinizing you. Now in the near future, she knows how you operate, and when you do a certain thing, if it does make sense, she will again need to ask. Now that she needs to be aware of, she is aware of your reality or how you define your own reality. Now she can easily deliver what you define is reality because she is fully aware of how you consistently operate. This equals to her, again, this equals to her subconsciously or consciously controlling your reality. And she doesn't know. Most of them, they don't know because it's her thought controlling your thought. And the thoughts of women are always psychological. So she's always right because it's mental. The last thing is the notion that talking about something that happened is the cause of what happened to happen. Again, the notion that talking about something that happened is the cause of what happened to happen. The last. The notion that talking about something that happened is the cause of what happened to happen or to have happened. Okay, now, and this is not only men do, but I think almost every human being do. There was an accident that happened, right? It's not a good example, but I'm trying to use an example that will make sense to you. An accident happened, and you can tell or you can sense that maybe the car was on the wrong side, or the motorcycle was on the wrong side. And because you have a feeling, you have a sense, because you just found it in that place, now this has to be the cause why this happened. So that experience still is in your memory. Now that you see it again, but you are not there, but you can identify some places that make sense. Now you explain it to people, to the lady, to people around you, that this happened because of this. When this happens, it goes this, and then when it happened, it goes this. That is just how it will end, because it cannot end this way because of, no. Are you an expert? What you are explaining, it's just an illusion, and it isn't a total fact. Okay? Why am I using this example? This will make more sense when you meet with a lady. She is attractive. She's acting as if she's innocent. And now you tell yourself that when I act this way, she will give in, or when I do this, she will give in. She won't. Acting innocent doesn't equal to she is innocent and you can trap her. Because it's just an illusion in your head. Acting this way and then giving you this result doesn't mean that she likes you. Maybe it's just a trap.